Mayor, I'll start with your report now.
Good evening, everyone. First of all, I'm happy to announce that last week our Veteran Planning Board unanimously approved the final site plan approval for Meridia 1001. Contrary to what has been disseminated by the 6th Ward Councilman and some of his supporters and friends, the facts of this development are as follows. The former United Lacquer property has sat there for nearly 50 years as an eyesore in our city. We hadn't received 1 cent in taxes on this property since 1990. The developer, Capodaglia, is contractually obligated and will remediate this property at their own expense. I'm pleased to announce that they've already paid the city $1 million for this property, and over a 30-year period with our pilot program, the city will receive over $30 million, as opposed to absolutely nothing that has been received over the last 30 years. Also, the developer will be required to pay a sewer connection fee to make sure this development has the adequate sewer system similar to our other residential developments. This fee is usually in the hundreds of thousands of dollars. Now, I know there's been some concern about these projects and the type of stress they'll put on our infrastructure, but again, every one of these projects, they have to pay a sewer connection fee, and again, it's in the hundreds of thousands of dollars. I would also like to remind you about the developer building the product, the developer building product that some are saying is not up to code. It's ridiculous to make that statement. We have engineers, and we have our planners, and we have our construction code officials who do a good job at making sure and ensuring that the material and the quality of material on the buildings is adequate. There has been a lot of hearsay and conjecture about Capodaglia's building that burnt down in Boundbrook. And many were saying, oh, he's using inferior products, that's why the building burnt down. Well, the fact of the matter is the building burnt down because it was a crazy person, an arsonist, went over and took a match with gasoline and burned the building down. So, you know, we have to refrain from hearsay and conjecture when it comes to something, a tragedy of this proportion. I don't think anybody who outlays that kind of money to build a project would put a match to it, because number one, just because your building burns down, the bank doesn't say, hey guys, you don't have to pay us back right now. We're going to forego that loan, that $25 million loan that you took out. You don't have to pay it back because your building burned down. No, you still have to pay the money back. So when we have people who add fuel to the fire, for lack of better words, it doesn't do us any good. So I think this project is going to be beneficial to the city, and it's going to, again, help us to continue along the path of stabilizing property taxes. In fact, what we've been doing is lowering the property taxes. As mentioned at the previous council meeting, my LEDC director, Alex Laspinosa, our redevelopment council, McManaman, Scotland, and Bowman, and our financial professionals at NW will be hosting a redevelopment educational forum on February 19th from 6 o'clock to 9 p.m. at our JTG Center to discuss the basic redevelopment concepts and provide further clarity on our existing redevelopment projects. And this, again, will help people to understand better what pilot programs are about. I'd like to take this time to congratulate now Sergeant Schulhafer and now Lieutenant Sanchez, and last but certainly not least, Captain Cassiopa. You all are deserving. I've been working for the city for 27 years, and some of you, I've been here before you got here, but I'm very proud of you all. I've had a chance to watch you all work, and I think you're going to do a great job, every last one of you. You've got a great bunch of guys that work above you, and a great bunch of guys, well, some of you who are captains now, you won't have a bunch of guys working above you, you just have one guy working above you. But you guys have a great bunch of young recruits and police officers that will be working underneath you, and I'm confident you guys are going to put them in the right direction and continue to make Linden Police Department the best that we possibly can be. I'd like to congratulate James Sarnicki on his retirement. James is leaving as a captain. Sometimes, you know, unfortunately, you have to retire as a police officer at 65 years of age. Trust and believe. James Sarnicki, in his shape, could probably be a police officer until he's 75 years old. The guy's in good shape, and he does a good job, so he will be missed. I would hope that some of you younger recruits and some of you gentlemen who are moving up the ladder.
Mayor, your time's up.
Okay,
You need
thank you.
additional time?
Thank you, Council President. I would hope that some of you guys would learn from some of his experience, and I'm certain that you'll all do a good job. Last but certainly not least, as mentioned by the 7th Ward Council person, the garbage schedules have changed in various areas of the city. If you've not received a schedule or you're unsure of how you should handle your garbage, please don't hesitate to call my office. The number is 908-474-8493. We will make sure that you get a schedule so that you will know the proper time to put your garbage out and your recyclables. And that concludes my report, Mrs. President, and thank you very much.
Thank you, Mayor.